When I first turned on the game and I seen the crowd, right then and there, I knew Wemby was about to have one of them nights. The crowd was color coordinated. Aside from one dumbass, each section had a particular color. One section was orange, one section was pink, and one section was blue, and it all intertwined with each other. And I wish every arena could do this. Now, I know OKC kind of does it with the white and blue or whatever, but just adding that variety to the crowd, it just puts the game on a higher level than a regular season game. And I love that. But enough talking about the crowd. Let's get to them buckets. When the game first started, I was a little worried. I can't lie. Denny came out and he was shooting that thing. He came out in the first quarter, had 11 points, and he looked super confident. And it's well known that he really only goes right. And even though they were shading him left, he was still getting to his right hand. He was hitting him threes. So initially I was like, oh my gosh, Denny is something we haven't seen before. He's about that playoff moment. Because if I'm not wrong, it was his playoff debut too. Remember, he got drafted to the Wizards. And you know how the Wizards go. So he didn't make the playoffs. So I think this was his first playoff game too. And I'm like, wow, he's a playoff guy too, huh? And so he got off to the quick start, and it was a nip and tuck game. And then all of a sudden, who starts heating up? The French baguette, Wemby. So Wemby drives left. He gets a tough bucket on Denny. Very tough bucket. Denny held up pretty well. And then all of a sudden, a few minutes later, Wemby comes down. You know, he gets into his bag a little bit, right? Then he's guarding him. He goes right. He spins left off Denny and gets crazy space to the rim. And right then and there, I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is this? I ain't never seen something like this. Because of course I've seen like a spinning layup type thing, but when he's 7'5" and he's doing it super far from the rim and all of a sudden does a spin move and he's at the rim, it's like Giannis, but bigger. It's crazy. I just realized how much this video is going to be me glazing Wemby. I mean, what do you expect though? I mean, come on, like, can the guy live a little bit? And no, I'm not a Spurs fan. It's just Wemby is one of them guys where like you see their first playoff debut and you gotta talk about it. Next score for Wemby. This is when he's feeling it, right? So he's got 2 buckets on Denny, both tough, both nasty. And so Castle is at the top of the key. Wemby's coming down the floor. So Castle passes it back to him. They do an inverted pick and roll. Castle picks for Wemby. Wemby comes off right. Robert Williams is playing drop. So of course, what does Wemby do at 7'5"? He pulls up, dribbles into the 3, pull up 3, cash. You can't play drop on the 7'5" Wemby. It's not fair. Like you can't play drop against Curry. You can't play drop against Wemby. He's got that pull up 3 at 7'5". Oh my God. When he hit that dribble pull up, I have to admit, I screamed. Can a man scream? I screamed. Because I'm just like, I'm still in awe. Remember, this ain't no regular season game. This is the playoffs. And he's got a center playing drop on him and he just pulls up 3 from an inverted pick and roll with his 2 guards. Sheesh. Wemby is just something serious, bro. And from then on, I wasn't worried at all about Wemby and him scoring, but I was like, there is a realm of possibility where Wemby just doesn't have the biggest scoring night, the most efficient night. It's his first playoff game. He is a little bit light in the ass. So there is a possibility where he maybe an inefficient 20, maybe in the teens. Of course, he would have been very impactful on the defensive end, but his offense, I was curious on how that's going to look in his first playoff game. And damn, he aced that test. Oh, he aced it good too. But there were some interesting dynamics in the game overall. I'm going to be honest. I don't watch the Portland Trailblazers. I'm going to be honest with you. And I was seeing Klingon and Robert Williams spawning up shooting like wing threes. I'm like, there's no way that they're okay with that shot. It's not like it was like a second left in the shot clock. I know they wanted to shoot them threes and they were. I think they were like 1 of 6 combined or some shit like that from 3. Because of course Wemby is guarding them and he's just sagging in the paint. And so they're like, shit, I gotta shoot this. I'm wide open, spawning up at the 3. But hey, buddy, there's a reason you're wide open. Because you're clinging. Because you're Robert Williams. But on the other side, the Blazers were sagging crazy off Castle. Like they were treating him sometimes like he was Ben Simmons. They gave no shits. They're like, shoot the shot. We're worried about Wemby. And it did lead to some clunky offense at times. I feel like Castle handled it okay. Castle shot 1 3 and he made it. And I feel like he's going to be okay because the thing about Castle, he plays on 2 feet, which I love. Like that's also what Luka does. That's what Knuppel does. Like a lot of these unathletic, for NBA terms, players, they play off 2 feet and it gives them great balance. And that's what he does very well. And when he drives, he has that hop step and he goes up strong. I love love that. I love when he does that. But they were sagging off, and they're going to keep doing that, and he's going to have to make them pay. And that's exactly what, if they get there, that's what exactly OKC will do, for sure. I'm sure that's what, if the Nuggets get to the second round, they will do. So it's going to be an ongoing battle with them sagging off Castle, and we're going to see how that plays out. I thought De'Aaron Fox was very good. Oh, wait, hold up. I was looking at the first quarter stats. Like I said, Castle was a 1 of 1. He was 1 of 5, actually. So yeah, they're definitely going to keep doing that. But I thought De'Aaron Fox was very good because, you know, there's been a lot of talk about him. Like, is he the right guy for this group and whatnot? But he was very steady. You know, he's been in a playoff series before versus the Warriors, and he was unstoppable at times in that series. And I feel like he kind of gets up for the playoffs. He's not a playoff dropper, and I thought he'd be okay. And he was good. He hit some nice pull up middies, and he passed that thing. There was a moment in the second half when the Blazers came back. It was within 2, and around that time, Wemby came out the game, and I was like, Wemby comes out, they're on a roll, the Blazers. What's gonna happen here? And De'Aaron Fox was the one to kind of keep it in check, and they actually extended the lead from 2 to like 10 or something to when Wemby came back in. So I thought he was very good. And then Denny Advia, or whatever, I can't say the last name, he was awesome all night. Now he is a battering ram, like in turn, like Julius Randle type battering ram, where he just drives into your chest, and you better brace for impact because he's coming. And he did hurt his knee at some point, but he stayed in the game. It looked like he was in pain, but he played through it, and he was awesome. And it's just tough because he's one of those players that just wants to get downhill straight to the rim. He's not really much of a shooter, even though he did hit a few. He hit some pull-up threes. He wants to get downhill, and with Wemby just parked in the paint, it's very tough. And also, one last thing, Scoot Henderson. Like I said, I don't watch much Blazers, and so I haven't seen much Scoot, but what I've seen from the outskirts, he hasn't been like a number 2 pick kind of level so far in his career. But tonight, he looked pretty good, didn't he? He was hitting that midi pull-up like Prime Westbrook. He had 18, and I thought he was actually pretty nice. But for the series looking forward, I can't wait to watch Wemby some more, of course. I think the Blazers can get a game, maybe even 2, because on the road, if the Spurs aren't hitting them threes, I can see that Blazers crowd is ferocious. I can see them getting a game or 2. But yeah, I can see the game. I can see the series going 5 or 6 in terms of Spurs. Let me know what you guys think the series is going to go, how y'all thought Wemby was. Oh, one last thing I forgot to say. Jeremy Grant, he thinks he's like the head honcho. Maybe he is on this team in terms of like, I'm going to get mine. But dude, it's like he was a black hole. He would get the ball and he would try to score it every time. He was a minus 25, 2 of 6. It was something, parts of it was, oh God, oh, Jeremy, God damn. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. Let me know how y'all enjoyed the Wemby experience. I know I enjoyed it much. I'm keep popping up with videos on topics I think are interesting during the playoffs.